Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Flashes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Washington State lines up quickly. Off play action. Looking to scramble. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking for a big play. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
The Cougars are flying down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally, they come up with a sack.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A pickup of 8. It's 3rd down.
And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
The snap sets up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score. Washington State 7, Kent State 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kent State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Offense getting set for 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Gulitowski. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Golden Flashes want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Freeman. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Second down coming up.
No huddle here for the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. The throw to the outside is complete.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The Cougars are in the hurry up. The give from the gun. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he could not get loose on the run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Golden Flashes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to take a shot at this DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And the Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Freeman. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Washington State going quickly. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cougars.
Number 1.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Off the play fake. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's McCray. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They want to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
The quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Moving out of the pocket. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wazoo! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Finds space on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Going up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This offense has a second down play. It'll be a draw. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block, and the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Mateer. The throw, quickly complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On the move, it's Parker. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds his man, it's Freeman. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
It's still 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mateer. Coming after it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score. Washington State 27, Kent State 0.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. On the ground, it's Thomas. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Ulatowski. He makes the connection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Hand off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Golden Flashes are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Gain 2. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Ulatowski. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's a 17-yard line. And that's another first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Washington State 27, Kent State 3.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down coming up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field.
Formation to kick it away.
Slips through the line. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. Trying to get to him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Parker. Dances away from one. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Was completed via the screen. Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Washington State 30, Kent State 3.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to pass. It's Ulatowski. Makes his connection. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Now on first down from the 43. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
On the run, it's Thomas. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Brought down at the 21. Second down coming up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Moving away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kent State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome. You see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
2nd down coming up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.